Live, we're not live.
We're live.
Boom, we're live. Oh my God, it's episode 50 of Pillar Talk, dude. You guys are gonna see the coolest shit you've ever seen, in your life. Today we're sitting here with Cody Fleming, aka Code Dizzle for Shizzle. I love that name when you were saying it in your video. What's up, Cody? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, let me see. Do you want the Facebook age, sex, and location, or I mean, what are we going here?
Give me the age, sex, and location, and we'll
on the down low.
Are you single? Is what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm married actually.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for episode 50. I love you guys.
Great.
Yep. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
For me, I live in Michigan here in the Mitt, and I run Rassin Rage and MIW, as well as do interviews. So I have podcasts, and I've been doing that for about 3 years, I guess, give or take. Mostly did it on YouTube to start, and now I'm kind of venturing out to other things too. But I have ventured into the wrestling business per se. My cousin is a promoter in Port Huron, very close to where I stay in Michigan, and I just kind of got involved again in it. Inspired me to start talking about wrestling. Let's say, yeah, that's what we'll call it.
So you got close into the wrestling game, and then you just wanted to make a podcast about it 3 years ago, you said?
Yeah, basically, my cousin. I was afforded some special privileges, I guess you could say, afterwards, after the show. I would sit around with a lot of the guys and talk and drink beer and what have you. And
we might as well record this.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. I mean, I've sat down with. One night I was drinking with Marty Jannetty. It was pretty cool. I mean, at that time, there's been a couple different guys that that we've hung out with after that were really cool. And it was just something I was like, man, it got me back in watching wrestling again and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm a talker. So I was like, let's do a podcast.
See what we can do here. I mean, you're 150 episodes in and 3 years in, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's if you just count Rassin Rage.
Yeah.
If you want to put Michigan Independent Weekly in there too, we're on 60 something with that one too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In Michigan Independent Weekly, all that was supposed to be, granted, because of COVID, now we've had to kind of adapt and adjust and do some new things, but. It was originally just MIW for itself, was basically a show to let everybody know what's going on as far as independent wrestling in the state of Michigan. Like where are the shows, how much are tickets, where can you buy them, who's going to be on the card if we know, address, whatever, any of that stuff. And that's what MIW was supposed to be. It kind of turned into a bigger thing over time.
Are you going to go back to it when everything up? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were kind of like doing other things. Like we would talk about 5 top guys or whatever, we'd come up with some kind of topic and talk about it on MIW, but we do 2 shows a week. So it was getting really hard to find different content for 2 shows, just about Michigan indie wrestling.
Right.
And so we've kind of backed off MIW the past few weeks and really focused on Rassin Rage. And we're now part of, we're running a promo contest, and we're calling it Indie Idol 2021. And we got 16 guys that are going to cut promos against each other. And I have 3 judges. One of them is myself. The other one is the Dread King Logan, and the other one is Sean Stockmeyer, who runs Face Kicked Apparel, basically the pro wrestling tees of Michigan. Seriously, if you own a wrestling T-shirt from an indie wrestler in the state of Michigan, there's a good chance Sean Stockmeyer printed it.
I got Benjamin Boone.
Well, I don't know if he did that one.
Oh, he's Toledo,
He's
ain't he?
Ohio,
Oh
yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah. But I mean, he made these hats. I mean, this shirt came from Pro Wrestling Tees, but he's made my hats. He makes a lot of shit. He made the first run of Rassin Rage. Oh, are we allowed to swear on here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're allowed to do whatever you want.
All right, cool. Yeah. Well, I just got out of work. So like literally I got out of work. I worked 12 hours today, got out of work, got in the car, drove home, set all my stuff up, get ready. And here we are. So
Cool.
I haven't even got to smoke one yet, dude. That's
you can do that too, bro.
right. I know, but it's
all on. It's okay. I was gonna say it's all on you, man.
His wife yelled at him.
Yeah. It's all in other places in the house. My basement flooded a while back. That's where we used to do all the shows and everything. We used to film, but then we started doing live. But my basement flooded, and I'm still in the mix of getting everything redone. The floor's done. We're waiting for trim and stairs and other stuff. But once that gets back done again, we'll be back down in the basement. I got some real big ideas. I'm not going to give them all away, but I got some set designs that are in the head, and we're going to make that happen.
How'd your basement flood? We seen that. We seen it happen.
We saw the old setup, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a nice setup right there. Yeah. I liked it.
Well, luckily nothing was destroyed as far as my wrestling collectibles go. Mm-hmm. I have quite a bit of money wrapped up in wrestling collectibles, and I just want to get this out of the way. I don't collect them because they're worth money. I collect them because I like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're worth something to you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I have a Shawn Michaels yellow card Hasbro, not open, with the white pants and the kisses on the pants.
Ooh.
I have a few MOCs, but not a lot. I don't have as many as other people. But yeah, none of that stuff got destroyed, thankfully. But what happened was something backed up in the drain. I don't know exactly what it was. And we had this really bad rain here for like 2-3 days, and it just kept flooding over and over again. And the first time it wasn't so bad. Then the second time it was, and I just thought it was whatever. And then the next day it flooded. It was like 1 inch of water through the whole basement, and then they came in and I don't know what they're called, Serve Pro, but they're like a
my mom used to work for them.
Yeah, so they're a restoration company. They come in and took out like 3 feet of drywall and treated everything, and everything went in a dumpster. And then, I mean, I think you guys are in Ohio, but I'm a huge Michigan fan.
Me too. I'm from Monroe.
Oh, okay. Well, I had a University of Michigan couch.
Oh.
And they had to cut the fucker in half to get it out the door, but it was destroyed, and I almost cried, but I held it together. My
life's work.
Yeah, well, and it was one of those deals where it fell out of the back of a truck type thing, and I got it for 5-finger discount price, and it was my Michigan couch. Damn it.
Yep.
Oh, dude,
Tira probably would have cried.
Yeah.
For real. I would have liked that. I don't know, man. Michigan, I'm bored of watching them now.
Oh yeah, I don't think you're the only one that's in that boat right now.
Yeah.
We're all, anybody that's been a thoroughbred Michigan fan, or whatever, they're tired of the bullshit. It's just like watching the fucking Lions. We're tired of it. And now it's time, and I'm really
Lions too.
I'm really surprised.
10 years where I could just talk shit because I'm a Michigan State fan.
Oh,
and now I can't even talk shit because we both suck.
Yeah.
I suck harder than you do.
We're worse than you guys again.
Yeah. Well,
they beat us this year.
Did they?
Oh yeah.
I haven't paid attention to any football this year. 2020 was a weird year for me with sports.
Sports in general.
I quit on sports except for MMA.
And I used to be really big into MMA too, and I got out of that. What really got me was wrestling in Brock Lesnar when he went to MMA, dude. And I was like, dude, this is awesome. And then I watched him fight, and he lost to Mir the first time. Then he rematched him. He beat him.
Yeah, but he almost beat Mir that first time.
Well,
he was so overwhelming.
Right.
And he just didn't know. He wasn't good enough for the spotlight at that point time. Like, yeah, he could have beat Frank, but Frank was too smart for Brock.
Right. Well, he's got them big old meat hooks.
Yeah.
He's have big old freaking clobbers that he's got, dude. It's insane.
Give me that ankle.
Right. Well, and then when he went up against what was his name? I can't think of his name now, but he went Randy
Orton.
No,
Randy Orton.
Couture.
Randy Couture, yeah.
Randy Couture. And I had a big party at the house. We have a nice sized garage, and I put TVs out there, and we were watching that fight. And when he won, my buddies were all like, no, he's going to lose. Wrestler will never win it. Blah, blah, blah. He's going to, and then he won. And I just went ballistic. We were all drinking, of course, too, but I went ballistic nuts. And we used to have big old UFC parties and stuff, but I don't know, somewhere along the line, I lost my interest in it. I don't know why, but I think it was because I started training in martial arts, and I don't know. It did something. It was like watching The Last Jedi. When you watch The Last Jedi, it just totally ruined Star Wars for you.
I don't know if I've watched it all the way through.
Yeah, well, I can't watch it again. They should burn that all that shit that they did at The Last Jedi. They should just burn it and redo it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I liked the episode 1. Episode 1's my favorite, honestly, because I like the how did this person become story, like Batman Begins. That's my favorite Batman of all time, because it shows you exactly how Batman would become Batman. The Joker, the new Joker movie, that shows you exactly how you would become the Joker.
I love the Joker, that movie. I love that one. I think that was probably one of the best DC movies they've done in quite some time since the Superman series.
Oh.
It got a lot of hate. I saw,
Well, it's because people are stupid.
There was,
yeah, you can't help that.
You barely see the Joker, No, because the story's telling
it's
you.
Not what it's about.
Exactly.
That's not what it's about. It's about how we already know he was a little unhinged before he became the Joker, but once he finally cracks and when he shot that motherfucker and then just sits there like no big deal, dude. That was one of the best parts of the movie. Or when he's dancing. Yeah. Or when he's dancing down the stairs, of course. But either way.
That was off the cuff.
What?
That him dancing on the stairs. He just freestyled that. It wasn't like choreographed or anything. He just went and he was going in.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I heard, though. I ain't no movie director.
He says that's what I heard on Google.
Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars, man. But after The Last Jedi, it kind of fucked me all up. And yeah, I've read.
I haven't really. I watched them, but I didn't really pay attention to the last 3 movies.
Really?
I haven't watched any of the movies at all.
He has never watched any of them.
Wow.
He's odd. He's never even seen Game of Thrones, dude.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones either. Dude, seriously, I turned on the first episode and I couldn't fucking get through it. I was like, bro.
By the end of that episode, though, it hooks you. That last scene of that first episode. Since it's fucking years. Spoiler alert. The boy gets pushed out the fucking window, and that starts the whole fucking like, oh my god. I gotta watch the next episode. It does take a long time. That first episode's so boring, but the end is what grabs you.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching The Mandalorian on Disney Plus.
That's a great one.
I haven't watched that either. Is it good?
It's amazing, man. If you're and see, the thing is you haven't watched any of them. But if you're an original trilogy guy and you like 4, 5, and 6, Mandalorian's the shit to you. It's amazing.
It is. Okay. It's the best thing Star Wars has put out for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Guaranteed. Money down. Take my money. Just take my money. Like XICW.
It ties things in too.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It ties things into the movies perfectly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And now there's so many series that are spinning off of that with Ahsoka and Boba Fett and all this other stuff. It's gonna be good shit. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm not. This is not my conversation.
We're basically might as well be talking about car engines for.
Yeah, well,
car engines. I'm pretty good with car engines.
I can't do car engines. So you guys can talk about car engines, and I'll just sit over here.
Yeah,
I can talk a little bit about everything.
I was a Lord of the Rings guy. I wasn't a Star Wars guy.
I was Lord of the Rings guy too. I read all the books, The Hobbit, all that stuff, dude.
The Hobbit and the fucking Lord of the Rings are just ungodly. Those are great.
Well, Peter Jackson did an amazing job with those movies, man. Those are the closest you're going to get a book to a movie right there, I think. And if you watch the extended cuts, even better yet.
Yeah, I've never read the books, but I saw the extended cut. That's good to know that it's that close to it because you know, obviously all the books are always better.
Yeah, there's a few things that are, you know, not right, but I mean, for the most part, it's pretty dang accurate. I mean,
I believe why the books are better is because you imagine it.
Your own imagine.
It's like it's literally what you want to fucking see is in your head. You know, you're wow.
Because even when I go read the Game of Thrones books, I picture the actors now.
Yeah, you can't watch the shit first. You can't. You got to read the book first.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Just when, like anything, for instance, any book. Like I just read Ready Player 2, the sequel to Ready Player 1.
Oh yeah.
And you know, it's a lot easier to envision the characters of the book after you've seen the movie Ready Player 1.
The movie's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited to see if they make the movie to Ready Player 2 because it was really good. It was a really good book.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Once this COVID stops fucking being weird.
Well, that's it too. And there's other things that are happening because of COVID. Isn't it funny? I wouldn't say it's funny, but it's amazing more or less is like how people have had to reinvent themselves and everything in this time.
I love it. I think it's really good because in my community personally, everybody's doing shit like for themselves and a lot of the if you didn't
helping each other.
Yeah, if you didn't hear, dude, a lot of like Applebee's, those big chains restaurants and stuff, they're gonna take like 2,000 fucking stores out of Applebee's and Ruby Tuesdays and shit because everybody's going local. When this shit all happens, motherfuckers start going to the local mom and pop shops.
Right.
You know, I think it's bringing community together and and everybody's working together. I think it's doing pretty good.
And not only that, like your mom and pop party store or grocery store, it's not going to be as many people there as Walmart or fucking Target or wherever, Kroger even, you know.
Yeah.
I went to a Walmart today actually, and it felt like there was 10 people there.
Really?
Yeah, it was the most deserted Walmart I've ever been into.
How early?
It was 2:00 in the afternoon. But
because my mom likes shopping in the morning.
The mornings
like, right when it opens,
like
because nobody's fucking there.
Yeah,
we used to shop in the morning for Hot Wheels cars. That dude would collect all. He's got sets.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with the wrestling business, for instance, let's go there because that's my forte, I guess you could say. Indie wrestling specifically. Let's talk about Joseph Schwartz out there with Flophouse Wrestling. Oh my God, the thing that they're doing where they're getting sponsors and they're filming for independent wrestling TV and they're putting out events that way. You got here in Michigan, you got International Big Time Wrestling. Which is Rude Boy. And he's, I'm sure you guys, I know you guys know a lot about ICP, but if you know, you know Rude Boy then.
We know.
And Rude Boy, he's doing his thing out there and he's got filmings going on. And then he's also doing interviews and stuff like that with guys that in the ring where he's set up. And I mean, even WWE, even though I don't watch WWE, but I mean, look at what they've had to do in order to keep it going, because you guys know you're doing podcasts and social media type stuff. The minute you stop doing stuff, the minute you stop is the minute you die.
Yep.
You got to keep going. You got to keep throwing shit out there no matter what. And look at what WWE is doing. They're still doing it,
Yeah.
That's important. The eyes need to see you or else they forget about you.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
For
especially
sure.
Entertainment business.
Well, and that's another reason why we're doing this Indie Idol 2021, as we're calling it, with the promo contest, is because it's a way for the guys to because even though there's going to be judges, we're still going to share all the promos with everybody,
right?
So that they can see them, and it keeps their names and people, it keeps their face as well as their names and it fresh in people's minds. So when that stuff, because here in Michigan we're dead in the water right now. We got nothing. We got no indie wrestling whatsoever.
Are they allowed to go to the gyms at all yet?
Yeah, we're allowed to go to. I believe, I'm not sure exactly because I'm not one that works out very well. I'd stand up and you would know, but
bro.
Right, but they're not able. We got zero, no indoor, nothing unless it's like very, very limited. You know what I'm saying? Very, very limited. That's why they're doing tapings and stuff like that. But
yeah, and what's wrestling without fucking fans?
Amen to that shit, dude.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my thing is we just recently went to our first independent a show.
Really?
When Rhino did
that was my first show, period.
The Boatyard, the Battle of the Boatyard.
Oh no shit.
That was our first live event that we've been to. And dude, I felt like a fucking kid again.
Yeah,
like I was a fucking my 6-year-old was with me, and I felt like more excited than him.
Yeah, I was sitting there, throw him in the water, Rhino, throw him in the water.
I haven't been to a Rhino show yet. Notice I say yet because there's always coming. I'm an XICW guy. Everybody knows that XICW is by far my favorite promotion here in the state of Michigan. It's ran by DBA Malcolm Monroe II, who's the dad of Malcolm Monroe III, in the the Monroe dynasty.
Yep.
But XICW, 21 years.
Too,
What's that?
They're all Malcolms too. The Malcolm.
Yeah. But 21 years in independent wrestling, man, that's a long time. 300 events, 300 plus events.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but these guys, there is nobody in the state. Now, I can only speak for what I've seen, but in my opinion, XICW is the place to be when it comes to independent wrestling here in the state of Michigan.
And you know that you're not the first person that's come on this show and said that.
It's the truth. Because it's the truth. Man, Trey Miguel, went into Impact. He wrestled in XICW. Funny thing about Trey Miguel is you go to an XICW show, you never know. You might just sit next to Trey Miguel, and you never even know.
You would never know it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, he shows up at he's a smoker. He's shown up at they did what's called house party shows, which were outdoors when we were able to do outdoor shows when it was still warm outside. And he just showed up. He just showed up and was hanging out with everybody. There was a proving ground. I'm not sure if you guys know what proving ground or wrestling with a vet is, but there's these shows that they do or events that they do where they have rookies and they have rookie wrestlers and they have veteran wrestlers. They pair them up into tag teams and they compete in a contest.
Ooh, okay.
And so anyways, Trey Miguel is a winner of one of those seasons of Wrestling with a Vet. And he just showed up one night and he was just sitting in the crowd, just right next to fans. No big deal. And this was while he was signed to Impact.
And hardly anybody knew it was him.
A couple of people do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to,
Yeah, I mean, he stands out. If you know who he is, he does stand out.
He does okay to try to hide a little bit sometimes, but then there's other times where he just doesn't care and he's just going to hang out with everybody. He's kind of like Matt Riddle.
That's and see that I think that's important in order. The fan interaction is the most important thing to a wrestler because that's what's going to boost you up. If the fans hate you, who the fuck are you?
Right. Well, I mean, it depends. It depends, though.
You're right.
I mean, if
good bad guys are love to be hated. That's one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Bobby Heenan. Let's go right there. That was one of the most hated managers of all time, right there, Bobby Heenan. But he was once, it was all said and done, and everybody loves him.
Well, I mean, and then you can just see the work that they've put in. Like you've put in this much work to have people hate you for this long.
Oh yeah.
What a good guy.
Yeah.
You meet him in real life and he's the nicest guy you ever met.
Right. Like
Johnny Bravo, when we went to that event, Johnny Bravo T-Rup fell in love with Johnny Bravo that day.
I was like, this motherfucker sitting in the chair looking. This motherfucker, he was so cocky and shit. I was like, fuck that guy, you know? But I was like, I like it.
Yeah.
You know, because well, he got my attention because this dude's just sitting here over here talking shit, eating people's popcorn and shit, bro. I was like,
yeah, he's definitely good at what he does. I mean, you know, and then being the head referee for Impact Wrestling and then transitioning into being a character as well with Taya Valkyrie and stuff. He's been around, you know, he worked a long time to get where he's at.
Yeah. He's good. I think dude, it was great because it was the first live show I've ever been to, and I've been a fan of wrestling my whole life.
Right.
And I went there and I was like, dude, I fucking hate this guy just as much as the fans.
Right.
When I'm like on TV when I'm sitting there like, fuck you, Miz. You ain't shit.
Well, I see you guys are having Cody. Did you guys already have Cody on, or are you having him on, Cody Hawk?
He's going to be on the Curious Cats podcast. That's another show that a few of our buddies do.
Oh, I was going to say, because, you know, he's down there in Ohio. You know, he's down there, I believe he's running their promotions running out of Hamilton.
I'm sure if we reach out, I just haven't reached out personally to him yet.
We got pretty much everybody from Skull and Bones down here.
That's awesome. I'm just
close though.
Right, Cody Hawk, dude. I know Cody. We're not like best buddies, pen pals, or whatever. We know each other. We've met several times. You know, we get the handshake, hello, whatever. His fiance, I've watched her wrestle many, many times. But Cody is one of the humblest dudes. You know, he's trained Eli Drake. He's trained Sami Callihan. He's John Moxley, and just to name a few. You know, he's
Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, he's done work. He's tuned up guys like Madman Fulton. You know, all these guys come to see him. He's the creme de la creme of when it comes to wrestling trainers.
Right.
And if you guys ever have the opportunity to sit down with that man, you definitely should, because man, what a nice guy. I gotta tell you this story about Cody Hawk, because it's after a show one night where we're at, I think we're at the Office Bar in Port Huron. And it was after an event, and I don't even remember the name of the event. But anyways, I think Brian Pillman Jr. was there too. But we're hanging out and we're drinking or whatever. It's the end of the night. And this is what made me turn on the heat. Like, I was only doing one show a week for a long time. And I was just kind of like treading water, and what have you. And Cody Hawk was getting ready to leave, him and Shauna. And he came over to me and he shook my hand and said goodbye. And I was like, wait a minute, dude. That's Cody fucking Hawk.
Yeah.
He just came to me and shook my hand. Like he might not know this, but he inspired me by that. When he did that, that made me turn up the heat for Rassin Rage and MI-Dub, because MI-Dub wasn't going yet. And it was full on at that point. I was like, if I can have that much influence where that guy can come and see me and shake my hand because he respects me, fuck it, I'm going. It's all in now.
Yeah, I kind of felt that when Darren McCarty came in the studio.
Oh yeah, dude, that's awesome, bro.
I was like, this is it. This is crazy, because I thought I knew him as a comedian.
He never knew him as a hockey player.
I've never been a fan of hockey in my whole life.
Right.
I went to one game and it was boring as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. But dude, oh man, it was when I shook hands with them, actually, was when I was like, oh my god.
It was like shaking hands with a grizzly bear, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. He really punched people for
He's not that big of a guy, but he's got a grip of a fucking 400 pounder.
Yeah, but he's a fucking beast though, man. Even to watch him back in the day when he had the skates on back during the heyday of the Red Wings, and he'd take a motherfucker out, dude.
Oh yeah.
His rookie year, he has a highlight reel of his rookie year. He beats up all the dudes that have hands in the fucking.
It's a 2-hour video, and 20 minutes is just his rookie year.
And he's
that's awesome.
Everybody that's got hands. He's beating up everybody that knows how to fight.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, they're pissing him off. Oh, they're sending the grind line in. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
you're fucking racking heads.
yeah. Those were the days, man. For the Red Wings,
that's when
man.
hockey was the best. I don't like ever since I think it was like 2008. I haven't really watched hockey, but that 1997, 1998, that whole fucking 3 years right there. That's my life of hockey. That's when I was deepest into hockey. That was like my childhood dreams right there.
Yeah, we had a whole country as a line.
Yeah.
It was those were the days.
The Russian Five.
Yep, we had the Russians. We had Sergei.
I've got a Vladimir Konstantinov Russian Army jersey I wear all the time.
There you go. I have the complete set O-Pee-Chee of the Russian Army from when they played for Russia.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it Fetisov?
Yeah.
Yep.
They got all them motherfuckers in there.
They got Fetisov and Konstantinov from there?
Yeah, they got Sergei Fedorov from there too, but
Sergei Fetisov and
all the Russians defected over here.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
just like Cubans do for baseball.
Yes, Fedorov's brother played minor league hockey here in Port Huron for a while too.
Did he?
Yeah, so did Gretzky's brother, Wayne.
Wasn't as good as your brother.
No, not at all.
When Fedorov left for Anaheim, it was such a kick to the gut because we paid so much to get him over here and sacrificed so much to get him over here, and he grew up with us. He came over here when he was like 17.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you are a Red Wing motherfucker.
Yeah, he grew up with. It's like Derek Jeter leaving the Yankees.
This is
like,
America.
What?
This is America.
It's like Tom Brady,
America.
Tampa Bay, a little bit, but Sergei left on his own volition. Tampa Bay New England just didn't sign Tom Brady back.
Right, which was dumb on their part, but hey, whatever.
Tom Brady's going back to the Super Bowl. Quote me.
And let me tell you, Sergei never did as good on any other team besides the Wings.
No. Well, you remember when Pavel Datsyuk decided he was going to go back to Russia?
Yeah.
We're like,
I remember the moment that I noticed Pavel Datsyuk. He made Peter Forsberg, who let me tell you was the Deke master at the time. He made Peter Forsberg look like he was a rookie. And this was Pavel Datsyuk was the rookie. Right. And I was like, dude, this dude's gonna be great. This was still when it was two goats and a kid, or a goat and two kids, or whatever that grind line was. He was on Brett Hall's line.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's been quite a while since we've seen some good hockey teams here in Detroit.
I hope Stevie's bringing one.
He's like the great white hope for Detroit.
Yep. The great red hope.
Dude, if you're a Michigan sports fan, your life sucks right now, man.
Absolutely. I agree.
Team, fuck them all, dude.
Yeah. It's been a long time since we've seen 84 for the Tigers. The Wings, what was it? Shit, it was what? 90 something? No.
07.
07, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, 07.
I was when they lost to the St. Louis Cardinals. This was, I think, in like 07 when they went to the World Series.
Tigers or
the Tigers. It might not have been 07. I can't remember the year, but one of them times they went with Pudge Rodriguez. He was the catcher.
Yeah.
And I went to one World Series game, and I was at the very tippy top of the stadium, and they won that game. That's the only game of the series they won. I became a baseball fan that day. My grandpa took me. He just so happened somebody gave him tickets, and he's like, "Oh, come on, we've never done nothing like this together." I was like, "Cool." So
I have a hard time watching baseball on TV. I have to go.
Same. I'm the exact same way.
Right.
It's fun as fuck. I've been there and almost okay. So Chris Sale one time, you know who Chris Sale is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, he used to be on the White Sox, and he is now, I think, on the Red Sox. But he's one of the best pitchers to ever do it, at least for this generation. He was walking out one time, and I caught him right before he started walking out. I was like, "Yo, Sale, you suck!" And he chuckled, and I threw the little Rascals sign up there, and he fucking tossed me a ball. I already liked the dude, but he became my favorite pitcher at that point.
Oh, nice! I like it.
And that's the same game that I got the Tigers sprayed champagne on us. We
nice.
ran out of the dugout right before the game ended, and they come out and they won the pennant.
The tigers made you wet.
Yep, they sure they made me wetter than shit.
I seen you guys were smoking on something there. What are you guys smoking on? You're always asking everybody what they're smoking on. What are you smoking on?
That's a Brainco Labs tarantula. Check this out.
Brainco, DMAC approved.
Ah!
That's awesome. I don't know, like, so I have my medicinal card here in the state of Michigan. Even though it's recreational legal here, I still have my card, and that way I don't have to pay the additional 10% tax.
Yeah, you get it cheaper than everybody else.
Yeah, well, it's still pretty expensive when you go to a fucking dispensary, man.
They call these tarantulas, or sometimes they call them fuzzies.
Fuzzies, tarantulas, either way, they get you stoned.
It's weed, and then you brush wax on it, and then you roll it in keef.
Yeah, I've smoked them before. Those are badass, dude.
And then you go to outer space.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. Well, you know, I went to, it was a couple years ago. My wife and I went to Amsterdam. And dude, talk about a fucking place. First of all, if you're going to go to Amsterdam, make sure you go more than 3 days. Okay. And because you're just going to want to wish you go back. I'm just telling you that right now. And if you go somewhere else, make sure weed's legal there, because you're just going to miss Amsterdam again. Right. But well, that's the truth, because we went from 3 days in Amsterdam, 3 days in France, and 3 days in England. And every day I was like, dude, we need to go back to Amsterdam. I swear to God.
We tell Craig all the time, England sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want to come see you in England, bro.
No, I do though. I do want to check England out.
Oh, England was cool.
I want to go somewhere fun like Amsterdam.
But I don't want to pay their prices for dope. Let me tell you that right now, dude. That shit's expensive over there.
Is it?
Oh yeah. I had to try to fucking get, what was it, $100 for a fucking quarter or something, 100 euro or 100 pounds. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good, dude. Because over there they're pounds or whatever. I'm like, yeah, never mind.
Pounds of this dick.
Yeah.
So they use pounds over in Amsterdam too?
No, England.
Okay.
Yeah, over in Amsterdam, it's euro.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't even know if that's still a thing, but yeah, it wasn't bad. The thing is, though, you could spend a lot of fucking money, because you go over there. And I'm not a guy that likes to walk around and smoke. I like to sit down and chill, right? So, over there, if you go to they call it's the coffee shop. You go to the coffee shop and you get a gram or whatever it is, and if you want to sit down, you got to buy a drink or something. So every time you go to a different coffee shop and you want to chill, you got to buy a drink. And it's like, it sucks, because I just want to sit and smoke.
That shit, bro.
I can't. You just
got to pay for the weed too at the coffee shop?
Of course.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh,
fuck them, dude. Fuck.
No,
I don't want a Danish, damn it.
I want a fucking jibby, dude. Let's go.
We went, I don't even remember the name of this coffee shop, but it was Reefer something, right? And I went in there and it was a gram of Skittles with the Z, right? And I rolled one up and I sat outside in the chair where they have like a little section outside, and I was sitting in the chair. And me and my wife smoked a fat one, dude. And I got so fucking stoned. I just didn't want to move. It was like I melted into the fucking seat. And then the guy comes out who, he was one of the waiters or whatever the fuck they are. And he comes out, he's like, you want something? I'm like, yeah, dude, give me one of these. Like, and I was in the dude, and I was like, give me one.
Burger.
You know what, kid?
Yeah. I was like, bro, like, I'll take one of those ham and cheese melts, man. And dude, it was like, I swear, I don't know if it was weed or if it was just really that fucking good, but that was like the best ham and cheese melt ever.
No, what they do is they get you fucking stupid high. And they cook you some mediocre ass food, and you're like, that place, fucking Reefer and Coffee over there on fucking Fifth Avenue, that shit is fire, dude.
Yeah. Well, it was a great time, man. My wife and I, we've decided and we made the decision that when it's time to retire, we're selling everything, and that's where we're going. We're done. We're out.
Move to Amsterdam. That's a dream, huh?
Yeah, we're done.
100 pounds for a quarter.
No, that was in England.
That was in England. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know about the poundage there, but
they usually, I know they smoke they smoke tobacco and weed.
Yes, they do. And so that's one of the other things you got to be careful, because you can buy pre-rolls there just like you can here, right? Yep. And if you don't ask for a pure pre-roll, you will get a pre-roll with tobacco in it.
Oh, that would fuck me up, bro.
Oh, it sucks, bro. I hate it. I didn't like it.
I'm not a blunt guy to begin with, but then when you start putting tobacco in the weed, I don't know. No. Tobacco makes me dizzy, man.
That's that wacky tobacco, boy.
I don't smoke, but tobacco makes me dizzy.
I almost get higher from the tobacco, man.
You know what? I heard a quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger one time. He's like, "Why do you think I smoke these cigars all the fucking time? It makes you high."
Well, it was a great time. You know what else is weird about over there is that, like, so you know how we have carts and wax and shit? Yeah. They don't have that shit. Those carts, the carts are illegal.
They don't have wax?
Well, they may have it, but I didn't see it anywhere. Okay. One of the guys, one of the places I went into, like a shop that sold paraphernalia, and he was telling me that there was a place where they call it extraction. They don't call it wax. They call it extraction. Yeah, they call it an extraction. And you can go over there and you can get that, but they don't have the carts and stuff. They don't. That shit's illegal over there.
Yeah, because the concentrated version is like it's like a man-made drug at that point.
Yeah, and another thing is like shrooms are legal, but
yeah, that's a plant that grows,
right? But it's not the actual mushroom. There's spores that grow in the root system that have the same potency as the mushroom itself.
You're talking about the stones? They look like stones almost.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And that's what they sell. That's what you can take. They have their own specialized shops when you're walking down the street they're just to buy mushrooms.
I forget what that's called, but Yep. Okay, so what happens is the mushroom grows on the top, and this little stone thing is in the ground at the bottom. It's not mycelium, but it's something that grows the opposite of the mushroom, and it's just a little stone. It looks almost like a brain.
Yeah, they're just
fuck your brain up, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, and then you got the space cakes. You know, you can buy space cakes over there. Those are like
Amsterdam and fucking Trip the whole time.
And then there's the red light district, I hear.
Oh, dude. Oh, bro. All right, let me tell you about the red light district.
Yeah, tell us about the red light district.
All right. Well, first of all, one of the best coffee shops is in the red light district, right on the main drag. It's called the Bullfrog. It's badass. Great setting, by the way. If you go there and you go down to the basement and buy dope and smoke out, it's like this. It's like going to a restaurant where there's booths, right? And down there's booths, but they're like comfy couch chair type things. It's really badass. But anyways, the red light district is a sight to see. Let me tell you what, and it depends on what time of the day you go. Like,
to see
the main drag, right, is where the primo punani is, right? That's where the high dollar hookers are. All right. And they're hookers. That's
I ain't going down that street.
Prostitution's legal.
My broke out going to the 3rd Street.
Right. So the main streets where you're gonna find the primo, and then there's like alleys, right? And in the alleys are like the further away you get from the main is the grade starts to go down.
There's levels to the shit.
Dirty girls for life.
Yeah, dude.
A- hooker. This one. This one's a B+.
Cheryl doesn't even have an eyeball.
That's why she's at the end. She's weird. She's got a little foot.
She's into pegging with that foot.
But so like if you're in the red list, you know that if, let's say, it's not dark out and you can't see the red lights, but if you hear church bells, you are in the red light district.
Whoa.
You can literally, I'm not joking, within probably 6 foot from a hooker, you can get a hooker, go in the little room, do your duty, go out 6 feet, go to the front door of the church and repent.
Dude, they haven't figured out there, bro.
I'm not joking. I am
it's all figured out.
Yeah. And then behind the church, there's like this, like, I don't know, it's like this big area, and there's a bunch of chairs and stuff, right? And a lot of people sit back there and get fucked up. But It was really cool. It was an
I'm
experience.
gonna lose T-Rup up to Amsterdam now.
Oh, I'm
I'm telling you, it's worth every fucking penny.
If somebody wants me to do a podcast in Amsterdam with them, I'm staying, dude. You're going home by yourself. I swear to God. What are you saying, dude? You could just start on Main Street with $100 bill. Who wants this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk down this alley.
Yeah.
First one to bite gets it.
The window shopping for a whore. You're window shopping for a whore. And they put the best ones on the main drag, and I'm talking girls that you would think are in pornos. You know what I'm saying? Or a model or whatever. And
he says the most gorgeous women you've ever seen in your life.
Most likely, maybe. I don't know.
Did you ask the pricing?
I was with my wife, bro.
Did you and your wife ask for pricing?
Yeah, she don't swing that way, man. She wasn't having it, dude.
Hey, do you see that chick's ass, dude? It could squeeze fucking orange juice.
It could squeeze oranges.
Are you kidding me?
Imagines what she would do with my nuts.
Yeah, she wasn't having it, bro. But I mean, it was a good time. I enjoyed it, dude. I don't like Paris. No,
ma'am. Sorry, I'm just here for the sightseeing.
Yeah. Well, we went.
Your window shopper.
I feel like they would do this, bro. Pussy, get your pussy, pussy.
You walk by, right? Let's say it's a slow night. It's a slow night. You walk by, they bang on the window at you, dude.
They're in a fucking container?
Yeah.
You just fucking bitch out of a container and answer.
Like instead of mannequins. It's porn, it's hookers.
What are they putting the titties on the window or something? Little nipple rub on the window?
Yeah.
You know what? It's freaky. Okay, come here.
Yeah. It's all the red lights.
Oh. Oh my God.
There's legit red lights. There's certain places where like there's nothing. There's no no windows or whatever, and there's a red light above the door. That's the ones where you're like, you may not come out of.
The freaky ones that you need safe words for.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I'm scared now.
My safety word is no, I don't know.
It was a great time, man. I enjoyed it a lot.
You could have enjoyed it more if you were I was just kidding, dude.
Like I said, though, man, 3 days just wasn't enough, dude. You can walk. We walked 10 miles a day for the 3 days that we were there. We walked 10 miles a day.
Dude, did you guys go down to like trails and other stuff like that too, or did you just stay in like the main areas?
For the most part in Amsterdam, we stayed in the main area.
Okay.
I mean, we went.
Well, I mean, sightseeing is the thing to do.
Well, I ended up going to some bar that was probably a few miles away, and we ate some Danish or Danish, food or whatever. And then I had some Danish beer, and then we went across the street and smoked a big fat one, and then walked around some more.
I'd like to go to Ireland too. That's another.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to go to.
For sure.
I'll probably find my dad there.
I'm a Gallagher by. My mom was a Gallagher, so
I know a bunch of fucking Gallaghers in Michigan.
Oh yeah, they might. I don't know any of my Moore family. I don't know any of my Gallagher family. I barely know any of my blood relatives whatsoever.
There was a whole family that owned a big old fancy restaurant in a town over, and it was called Gallagher's, and they were all last name Gallagher.
Apparently, my family's related to the Kellogg's. I don't know. I never met them.
Man, maybe you got like a secret fucking like trust fund or something,
right? Yeah. Just passed down to generations that nobody's ever seen.
Yeah.
Dude,
forgotten about bank account in the fucking Fed.
Cody, I seen that you posted. You said when I win the Mega Millions, I'm going to be an asshole millionaire.
Fucking right.
Explain that to me.
Well, okay, let's think. So look at most of the people that are millionaires. The ones that we see, they're all fucking assholes, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I want to fit in.
I would be more like Mr. Beast. I'd be charitable with my.
It was actually a joke, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a dick. I am, but
fuck you.
Right. I am a dick. I am a dick, but in the same instance, I thought it was kind of like a jab at a bunch of fucking prick millionaires that think they own the world, and
you can't walk on my
Cody. No, Cody.
Floor.
Those are called billionaires.
them too. They're fucking pricks too.
Them are the biggest pricks, I think, because what the fuck do you need billions of dollars? What do you need hundreds of billions of dollars for? Especially when we got starving people, we got Detroit is falling apart in certain neighborhoods. Yeah. There's neighborhoods where you go down Detroit and every house is vacant.
Oh yeah,
every single one. Yeah, Flint too. What the fuck, billionaires? This is your job, is to help fucking humanity. If I honestly, for real, if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't make it to $1 billion because I'd be that charitable.
Oh yeah.
What do I my family can survive for generations on the chump change that like Jeff Bezos has.
Oh yeah. Well, that dude's never going to be not
Jeff Bezos can give everyone in the world $1 million and it wouldn't even affect him.
No. Well, and the thing is with people that make a certain amount of money, right? They hold on to it. They don't reinvest. They don't, the trickle down economics that Reagan came up with. We're like, okay, so if we give this company $2 million, that's going to trickle down to their workers. No, they hold on to that shit. They don't. They keep it. They hold on to it. Do you see Jeff Bezos fucking out here spending millions of dollars? No.
Only he reinvests.
Right.
If he's spending money, it's investments. It's not
or buying new plants and shit like that. Yep. Warren Buffett, same thing. One of the richest fucking dudes out there runs Berkshire Hathaway, one of the investment firm. Do you see him spending billions of dollars? Fuck no, because he's holding on to it. Because he's fucking greedy.
Well, they don't. The cash, they're not holding on to any cash. It's because they're buying land and they're buying gold and they're buying actual assets. Because guess what, people? That money's fake.
Yeah,
they can crash that dollar bill any day, anytime, anywhere. Tomorrow, today, 5 minutes from now, that dollar could be worth nothing.
No, our money is not backed by anything.
Nope.
Right.
Other than the Federal Reserve saying, oh, yeah, this money's worth this. But, hey, well, we run out of money. Let's print more.
Yep.
That's really how it goes. Print more.
Monopoly money at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you ever seen Canadian money?
It can't be ripped, I saw. That's all I saw. I seen a $20 bill one time, and I tried. Somebody's like, oh, I'll give you this if you can rip it. Guess what? I could not.
A fucking Canadian dollar?
Yep.
Is it paper?
It's paper, but it's plastic. It's like laminated, but it's not, it's a different type of, it's like government lamination. Yeah. It's like high tech fucking lamination.
You ever been to a strip club in Canada?
No, I've never been to I've been to an island in Canada, but I never officially have been to Canada.
Oh man, you guys are fucking missing out, dude. I'm telling you what.
I'm going to try to make it to Toronto.
I'll tell you.
Strip club, do you just put that credit card in their butt?
Credit card, please.
Well, usually they have the loonie and the toonie, which is a coin, and the loonie is $1 and the toonie's $2.
Throw coins at these bitches.
No. Listen.
Here, bitch, dance for me.
Come on, bitch.
So, true story. When like here in most places. You go up to the stage, put your dollar in the mouth. They put the tits in the mouth or in your face or whatever and take your dollar or what have you, right? Over there, you put a toonie or a loonie in your mouth and you lay down on the stage. And then
butt, don't she?
She'll do all kinds of crazy things to you. She'll rub her shit in your face and all that. I mean, her nanner, pussy, whatever you want to call it.
Her vagina hang like sleeper.
Yeah.
My face.
And then somehow they pick up the loony and toonie out of your mouth. I don't. Well,
I think they would do something like this.
Want me to do Kegels with my butthole? Wow, that's talent. I just want to see. Like, I don't even want
just to see it happen.
Yeah,
you said you could pick the. Come here.
T-Rep says, I don't even like the strip club, but I want to see that.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't like the strip club either, but when I was younger,
of it, like when I was 18, you know, it's like, oh, dude, we gotta take you to the strip club. You're a man.
Yeah.
Really, dude?
I think I get grossed out,
bro.
I get grossed out.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, because all I can think about is the creeps that have jacked off under the table.
Oh, now that I think about it,
you ruined it,
And
man.
then it's like, on top of that, how many dudes has this chick given a lap dance or put tits in their face? And when's the last time she fucking washed them tits in between? You know, the germaphobe comes in me, and that's the only time I'm a germaphobe is when I walk into the strip club.
Have you tested those titties for COVID?
No.
Did you wipe it down with a antibiotic or anti?
I'm gonna need to see you hand sanitize them bitches right now.
Yeah. That's kind of
Oh, you fucking ruined it, man. No, well, it's been a long time. I haven't.
She's like, ooh, I had a cut on my titty.
Hey, I'm gonna go to Henry VIII's tomorrow.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
I want to go there, dude.
Yeah.
Unless you want some cheap stuff, but then you can go there. But you get what you pay for.
Shit, you could just get your local lady from downtown and just fucking need some drugs.
You're a local hooker.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mega Millions, though, right? So it's almost $1 billion, right?
Really, I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, it's like 900 million something now.
Hey, what?
Yeah, and
So if you win that, what do you get? About say half.
Yeah, and that's what I would figure on is about half.
What would you do with 450 million?
$450 million. The first thing I'm doing is I'm cutting that bitch in half, right? And I'm putting half of it into annuities right away, earning interest on interest, right?
Yep.
And then my kids can live off that interest for the rest of their life.
Yep.
The other half,
Never
I'm probably going to develop a bunch of bad habits. And then
is the story of everyone that lives wins the lottery.
Yeah, you know. Well, I mean, it happened before. I'm not.
Cody was great, and then he won the lottery, and next thing you know, he blew it all.
Yeah,
he blew it all on cocaine and hookers.
Went to Amsterdam, lost him in the red light district.
He was never the same.
I'm going to Amsterdam and hitting every bitch on the main street.
He started going by Carl.
Oh man, yeah, none of us can really fathom that kind of money. We really can't.
No, because 450, I'm giving everybody I know $1 million.
450 million, you could go out and buy 10 Lambos and it won't even dent you.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You could buy all your family and friends' houses and you'd still have enough for your whole family to live on that. For generations.
I want to give everybody, if I had 450, I'd give everybody I knew $1 million.
100%.
Like, even if I barely know you, what's up?
If you're in my fucking
450 people,
you'd be surprised how many friends you'll get all of a sudden.
No, I'm talking
about my people though, like, you know,
the 25 people that I'm closest to when I win that.
Right.
You know, those people are going to get maybe not $1 million each, but they're going to get a good chunk, and they're going to be
450.
I know. I can do a lot more than that with that. I can affect way more people than just my own people with that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You only need fucking $3 million to live the rest of your life, bro.
Agreed.
Buy a fat chunk of property and live off that property.
Every kid I know personally is going to college for free.
You know what I would be doing? I would build a dojang. I would build a dojang and give kids free karate.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's really good.
Because I don't know if you guys, I'm a 2nd degree black belt in Tung Soo Do.
Okay.
I haven't been actively training for a few months now, but my wife still trains. She's a black belt as well. So is my oldest. Sure.
Some days, you know, I don't want to fight her back. I just tap. You know,
she's a bad bitch. I ain't gonna lie. My wife, me and her have went rounds like in karate class, of course.
Yeah.
You know, where it's legal.
Wink, wink.
And then then we drink some wine after karate. And we start doing things. You know what I'm saying?
She don't fuck around. She can take care of herself. I'm not worried about her. That's for sure. Sometimes I would.
Nice thing.
Right. I wish sometimes she'd get her CPL, but it is what it is. I mean, before she was doing a lot of traveling for her job, but not so much anymore. So I ain't too worried about it now. But yeah, I would love to, because I find a lot of times, like when I was teaching, I didn't own the dojang. When I found that, like, I ran a program that was called Kids Power, and it was through the local rec department. And a lot of times, so these kids were financially not well off, because they were coming in through the rec department. It was a little bit cheaper for them to come in that way. And a lot of them would get like, they would do like what they call like tuition, like free tuition, where people would donate money for them to take karate or what have you. And then when it would come time for them, the 6-week course to be done, they couldn't afford to come into to the dojang and do classes, because it's not cheap.
Right.
It's not nearly as expensive as, say, if you played hockey, but I mean, regardless, it's not cheap. And over time, you got testings and, all this stuff. You got dough box and, sparring equipment. It all costs money. So that's something I would really, I'd love, because I like changing people's lives. And that's a big thing to say, but karate does that. When you teach somebody karate, it teaches them discipline. It teaches them that they're truly capable of doing things that they never thought they could. And even adults, right? I've trained adults and brought them up. I've helped train a couple different national champions. I've helped train a couple world champions, and it's very, very rewarding intrinsically to watch somebody that never believed in themselves one way or another, like never thought they could ever do anything. And then one day, next thing you know, they're a world champion, and they're like, dude, this is amazing. To watch that transition or watch that transformation is probably one of the best rewards you'll ever have in your life.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, and you can be more confident once you know these things about yourself. You can now there's no reason to be scared.
Absolutely.
There's no reason to be scared of people or fucking life.
Guaranteed. That is, I'm an example of that. Like I wouldn't say I was a piece of shit in life, but I mean, I'd made a lot of wrong choices and did a lot of stupid shit and got in trouble and all these things. And karate changed my thinking style. Like I was always down on myself. And, I always believed that I was never capable of being more or doing more, and I always beat myself up internally. And karate, once I took, 4 years of training to become a black belt, and then I took a 10-hour black belt test and got my ass kicked and survived, I felt like a different person. And then I go on 2 years later to take a second-degree black belt test, another 10-hour test, and survive. Almost died, not literally, but I almost passed out because of all the physical exertion. But to watch other people go through that, and then your shoulders get a little bit broader, and you walk around
at the ground so much.
Yep, exactly. And a lot, you talk about bullying, right? A lot, the thing with bullying, people say a lot of times a bully will pick on somebody that they know that they can bully, and it's a lot about how they carry themselves, right? They know that you feel down about yourself. Hey, Jeremiah Goldmain, what's up, brother? I see you over there on Facebook.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop to the whoop.
Oh yeah. So what as I was saying is they walk a little bit taller. They feel a little bit taller. They don't get bullied anymore because they walk that way. They walk with pride.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I feel also on the other end, it teaches kids how to deal with bullies.
Yeah. Well, hey,
that kid that's in martial arts, if he's trained the right way,
yes,
he's going to defend whoever's getting bullied.
Right. Yep.
He's not going to pick on somebody that's weaker. He's going to defend that person.
Let me just say, and I'm going to go on record as a martial artist that has taught martial arts. if you have exhausted every opportunity, you've went to the school, you've went to the teachers, and it's still continuing, roundhouse that fucker to the face, lay him the fuck out, take your 3-day suspension, and I guarantee that some bitch will not bully you anymore.
Them's the facts.
That's a real fact.
You
Make
know?
his own blood.
That's what I tell my kids. I mean, they're virtual schooled now, but before it was like, you're not going to be the bully, but you're also not going to take it. If you've told somebody and nobody's done anything and they swing on you or something, take care of it. But that's about, don't be the aggressor.
What you got to do is you got to be part of the bully busters.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I don't know about you guys, but I was bullied when I was coming up. I grew up in a rich town where the kids were rich, most of them. But anyways, and I grew up in a trailer park. I didn't have any fucking money, man. My dad worked in a factory, and my mom worked as a waitress in a restaurant. And coming up through school, I didn't have the nice shit. I had the Kmart clothes. I had the Jordache, the fake Reebok pumps that were the Kmart version. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
I had hand-me-downs, bro, from my uncles.
Right. And I got made fun of a lot.
Hand-me-downs.
I got made fun of a lot. And so with doing this, as when I started teaching and stuff, it was a big reward for me. It felt really good. And it made me feel like I was paying, it helped me feel like I was paying back some of the shit that I did when I was a dumbass too. So
I never really got bullied by anybody except for my friends and T-Rup,
Yeah.
Do it nicely. I bully with a little bit of bullying.
Yeah. Well,
it's love. It's all
love. It's all love. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, for sure.
Nobody's susceptible.
Nobody's safe from T-Rup.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got bullied by girls in middle school, bro.
You got bullied by girls more than boys? Well, you were big after middle school after that.
I was big.
You would have been the bully.
I was the bully in elementary school. And then I got bullied in middle school. And then in high school, I was like, dude, bullying's not cool, bro.
Right.
Because I had to take it.
You had to get some of your own medicine in middle school. And then you're like, oh, this isn't fun at all.
Yeah, but the girls weren't like beating me up. They were psychic, like, just in there
talking shit.
Yeah, talking shit, bro. Like, why? Right. I can't hit you, bro.
Nice. You guys
not talking shit. I'm gonna punch him, but I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble.
I got dropped by a girl. She hit me in my right in that fucking spot that takes your breath away.
Your solar plex.
Yeah, it was like 6th grade. She dropped me in front of the whole recess.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
Uppercut. It was like an uppercut to the fucking solar plate.
Boom. Nobody from your class thinks you're a man now. They're like that. Yeah, Josh, dude.
I was in 6th grade. I was like 3 foot tall. Fucking,
oh yeah, you were tiny.
I was tiny. I was a tiny kid. I was little. When I went to wrestling in it was like, I don't know, 5th or 6th grade. I was in wrestling. They had to put the varsity jacket of my uncle on me so I would make weight. I was tiny, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you wrestled in high school or what have you?
I wrestled in like elementary school. I kind of quit one off season. They took me off my ADD medicine and I gained 100 pounds in a year.
Oh damn.
So I kind of quit wrestling after that next year because I didn't know how to deal with my own weight, let alone another extra all that weight from the other guy too. Right. I was gumpy in the fat department.
Right.
I growing tall in one summer. I grew fat in one summer.
Yeah. I wrestled a little bit in junior high and that was about it.
So I basically went from the lowest weight class there was. They had to put shit on me in order for me to make weight to like, I don't know, 125, what wrestling at 60, 70, 80 pounds, whatever it was at that point in time.
Damn.
Year. I was like, man, I can't do this right now. I don't like getting rode because I never got first place, but I always got second or third. There was always one or two dudes. There's 2 dudes that I always wrestled that I could not beat. If they weren't, one of them was always there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I got out of it. It was just not for me. I don't know. I was football guy.
Uncles, my uncles were, one of them was a state championship, two of them were runners ups, you know.
Right.
So that was and my youngest uncle was only 5 years older, so that's like where my path was headed, you know.
Absolutely.
But I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I was a football guy, dude. I played football in high school and junior high and stuff, but I didn't finish my high school like I should have, so because I was a bad boy.
Yeah, we were one of those rebels, huh?
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Well, something like that.
One of those toxics.
Yeah.
I wasn't toxic. In high school, I wasn't toxic.
You sure about that?
I was toxic when I was doing drugs.
Oh, after high school. Yeah.
I've been there too.
I'll give it that too.
Yeah. He says, okay, I was toxic.
I was shitty.
I mean, you don't have it tattooed on your chin for no reason, you know.
Yeah, but that was more recent, in my 20s. Well, I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah, right.
Early 20s.
Must be nice to be that young, damn it.
How old are you?
41.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
moly, you don't look 41.
Yeah, I wouldn't have never guessed it. I thought you were 35 at least.
You don't
It's
look
the
a day
light.
over 28, buddy.
It's the light. It's the light.
What cream you use?
Yeah, it filters my skin nicely.
Dude, your house does look beautiful, though. It looks like it. What are you
That's
doing?
not even.
Yeah.
That's not even really my house, man. It's a filter.
T-Rep doesn't know about
Fuck
technology.
outta
He
here,
barely
bro.
knows what
Where are
email
you
is.
at, bro?
I'm in my bedroom.
Motherfucker, bro. Dude, my brain's about to glitch. Are we in the Matrix?
Hi, T-Rep. This is the 21st century, or is it the 22nd? Welcome to the digital age.
Wow, dude.
This dude barely. He just.
How did you know? How did you know it was? I was expecting to
I
see
knew
his wife walk across the fucking screen.
You're silly. I seen him put it up
When?
when we first, right before we went
God,
live.
dude, I'm retarded, bro.
It
Oh my God.
must be the brain injury.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all that good dope. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's the good dope mixed with the fucking brain injury, man.
Crashing that motorcycle into the van. That's what it was.
Oh,
No.
what do you have? Closed head injury?
Yeah, I got closed head injury, broken bones, burned up real bad.
Yeah, I had a traumatic brain injury when I was 16, so I understand.
Ooh, how was that recovery?
Well, I was medevaced out of where I'm at right now to the U of M, and I was down there for about a month, and then it took me about a year to get everything back going. I could walk and everything all fine. It was just I had my eye was effed up and some other things, but I had to go through speech therapy and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When I woke up, I couldn't put words together. It was one word at a time. And then all of a sudden it was like after they were giving me like so much drugs, I was like, they were weaning me off the drugs a little bit. I could talk fine, like nothing happened.
Right.
But until then, yeah.
He had to learn how to walk and talk and fucking.
Oh wow, dude.
Walk, talk, and breathe. Yeah, that's all. That's what I had to learn. It took me about a year to walk.
Wow, man. Yeah, mine wasn't that insane. I have a friend that was in something like that, but damn, dude, that's insane, man.
I was in nursing home.
He was underneath the van on fire.
Yeah, I pinned myself under the van and I fucking caught on fire. The bike blew up when I was straddling it. It blew up. There. Yeah.
He woke
How
up.
old were you?
25, 2 years ago.
Damn.
He said he woke up while they were putting his leg back together.
Yeah, well, they were scraping the burns and shit. And I woke up again because they put you on a light anesthesia. And I was fucking out already. They didn't want to fucking kill me. So I woke up and they had my fucking belly was on the really shiny, because my handlebars for my ape hangers went into my stomach. Dude, they had like really super shiny. All I can remember is really super shiny bars that were holding my stomach wide open, and there was 2 doctors with their hands inside my body. And I was like, what the fuck? And then somebody grabbed my head, pull it back, and then I woke up like a couple days later.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, bro. Oh my, it was crazy. Waking up, I was definitely weirded out. I asked my dad what the fuck for like probably 2 weeks. What the fuck happened, dude? What's going on?
Dude, wow.
It took about a month until I started remembering like everything and everybody and stuff like that.
Wow, man.
But it got to and right now you can't even tell I have a brain injury. So
No.
I can tell sometimes, but I can't, I mean, nobody else can. And you can't tell that I'm crippled. I can walk fine. They told me I was never going to walk again. So
it's a little bit of a limp.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
I got to use a cane every once in a while. The arthritis sucks, bro.
Call it your gangster lean.
Yeah. That's what some people think I look like. I got the face tattoos. They're like, oh, this dude's fucking.
All these face tattoos came after the accident.
Yeah. Dude. And then I read a fucking article and it said, face tattoos are linked to trauma, and like they had a fucking count and shit of it. I was like, dude, I'm not doing this no more. This is fucking, I don't want to be one of those,
One of those boys with daddy issues.
Yeah. Like, my dad don't love me.
That's amazing. I'm glad that you're still with us.
And, dude, thank you.
You're welcome, and I'm glad that you made it through that, man. That's a big thing. You should be proud of that.
I think I made it. I think I got more dedicated and more fucking. I needed that because I was going down a bad path when I was 25, and then when I came out of it, I've been ever since then. I just the world's a little bit brighter and fucking the grass is greener,
Yeah.
And I know what it's like to be, not knowing if you're gonna live or not. So now it's like I don't give a shit, dude. I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want to do. There's no, I wanted face tattoos since I was 15, so I got 10 of them real quick.
No, I get it. I totally understand, dude.
I had to learn how to walk, talk, and breathe again. What the fuck are you gonna tell me?
Yeah, I get it. My son, my oldest, I have a 19-year-old, and he. Was it 3 years ago? It was about 3 years ago. He had a seizure, and I have a 6-year-old also. Heck of a spread. But yeah, he woke up and he comes in and he's like, "Hey, thunder!" We hear thunder, and he was a little younger than what he is now, but he's like, "I hear thunder." And it was my son in the other room having a seizure. And it turns out he had a brain tumor, and yeah, that sucked, and it was, but not to put a damper on it, but I get what you're saying. It kind of makes you rethink things and reevaluate your life and what you're doing and how you're doing it, and puts you in a different perspective.
Yeah, and it makes you a better person, I think. Like, because where I had to dig to learn how to walk again, and where I had to dig to like be okay with what was going on. I had to do wound change every day for a year and 3 months. They had to rip the wounds off, the bandages off every day and put it back on.
And then scrub that shit too.
Yeah, they scrubbed it and everything. And just the dedication from getting all that, or I guess the motivation maybe to wanting to do it made me feel like there's nothing's impossible, because they were telling me I was a 5% chance of survival. I would never walk again. Fucking, you're going to have problems for the rest of your life. And I feel, almost fine, besides a little bit of crippledness and some arthritis, I'm fine, dude.
Some PTSD.
Well,
and that's why we talk about these things, we feel like mental health super important, and what better than to show you, hey guys, we have stories that relate to you. You're not alone.
Mm-hmm. And when a lot of people, they're scared to talk about their mental health, even especially men.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to tell, I hopefully me saying something will get somebody else to be like, yo, you know what? I'm dealing with some shit too.
And he deals with all his PTSD and stuff without meds.
Yeah, no meds. I do no meds. The only thing I take is a sleep medicine to go to sleep at night.
It's basically melatonin.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm doing so if anybody what I try to say is if anybody needs my fucking advice or something like that, tell me what you're going through and we can talk it out. Because 9 times out of 10, breathe. Take a deep breath and fucking calm the fuck down. Because if you start panicking, you start not breathing, your brain starts getting weird. Once your brain starts getting weird, it's a fucking shit show. You don't want that.
Right. That's awesome that you do that, man.
I mean, it's getting so bad. Like, I have to live with my dad's. I have to live with somebody, and I have to sleep in his living room. I don't feel comfortable sleeping by myself in my own room. I don't feel it won't let me go to sleep. So that's some problems. Maybe if I took some sleep meds, I'd probably get over it, or took some psych meds, I'd probably get over it. But I'm not willing to. Because I feel like everything could be, dude, everybody has fucking some sort of fucking issue with in their brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking perfect.
No.
So.
Well, I half-ass think, not necessarily in your case, but I half-ass think a lot of these meds were just here. Just there's other
Here,
ways.
Shut up! Quit bitching to me.
Exactly.
Fucking shut the fuck up and
exactly.
eat this pill.
Because doctors are like amazed that he doesn't want to take pills. It's because
proud of me because I don't want to take pills.
It's like, dude, they're not used to seeing somebody that's so dedicated to not. They're used to that person that's coming in and saying, "Yeah, give me these. I need these. Make me better." And this will work. Okay, he wants to do it the hard way.
No,
he wants to do it without the assistance of the pills.
What I do is I research different ways that people do it, and I read books, and I read quality information. I come in there and I'm like, instead of fucking saying I need to be on 6 fucking pills, I just looked this up and I fucking did this on Google, dude. And you've been to school for 12 years. Why are we talking? Why are we still fucking talking?
Right.
Because I can fucking do some yoga that it's easy on the knee yoga. I can do that and I fucking sweat my balls off and I still get the fucking results that I would get if I took a fucking Xanax that you want to prescribe me,
Right.
You can find a way to calm down. Tell the motherfucker to take a walk around the block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or find something.
A lot of people want the easy way out.
Oh, absolutely, because we've been trained that's the way to do it.
You're fucking brainwashed.
And
that's what I think. You're brainwashed by pharmaceuticals. Here's take this. This is going to help you.
And
bro.
so are the doctors.
Yeah,
the doctors.
Well, because they get money.
Well, some of them don't even realize what they're doing.
Yep.
But you're right.
A lot of them
Yep.
They're legal drug dealers.
Do you think he fucking cares about you, dude? He sees 40 of
some
you
doctor. We're not talking
day.
about all doctors. There are some great doctors.
Oh, I got a few. I got a really.
There are some bad doctors.
Yes, but I've had to. The reason why I'm so mad is I've had to in my 2 years of being in the hospital. I've had like 30 different hospitals until I found the doctors that were right. You got to be somebody that I fucking think that's going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But like all the other guys, they can fuck off for real. Because I'd be like, oh, dude, I'm just a consumer of your product is all I am. You're not thinking me as a human being. Fuck you. It's ain't a business. It's my life.
Right.
Yep.
And that's
totally understand that.
To make sure you vet your doctors. Don't just go to the first doctor because some of them aren't that great.
No, absolutely not. Some of them suck balls.
Dude, my doctors right now let me come in the room and fucking stomp in their fucking trash and shit, like getting real mad, and because they're not, and they understand it. They're like, you're cool with, like, we're really proud of you for not taking pills, because they were like, we're giving you this option, but you're not taking it. You're deciding to do it the other way, and you're still alive. So I mean, you're doing something.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And to say he's not good every day. He's got days where he's fucking horrible, where he's fucking going crazy in his mind. But
I think I can mask it like for like enough time for me to do the podcast and shit like that and all that shit. So it's like, until it starts getting a fucking problem, why am I going to take a pill right now? I'm not seeing, like, I can control it. Give me a fucking hour to myself and I'll come right back. I'll come back better than ever, but give me a fucking hour,
Yeah.
That's what it is people just don't, okay, I want to take it right now. Okay, if I take this pill right now, I'm done. And it's your cerebral is what's fucking curing that. Oh, I took this pill, so I'm fine now. And then, so pretty much the pill, what the fuck does a pill do besides turn your brain off a little bit? Makes it not fire fucking synapses as fast.
And
so
nobody wants to be a zombie. Nobody fucking wants that.
No, fuck no.
I'm funny as fuck, dude. I can't be a zombie. I'd be a shitty zombie, bro.
Like, I run off emotions, bro.
Yeah. That's why I told the doctor. I said the last thing you fucking gave me made me feel like I wasn't like I was just
there was no one there.
I was cool with it. Like, bro, I like crying, dude. Leave me alone and let me fucking cry. I'm not taking this shit.
Yeah, sometimes crying's the best way to be done with it.
Sometimes crying.
That's
dude,
facts.
You ever fucking just took a real good one, like, man, and just and then after you're done, you're like, dude, I needed that, bro.
Yeah, I've even, and true story. I've even watched some videos to start putting me in that cry mode just to get it out.
Oh, I've done that. I've done that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I cry. I cry on a ton of movies. I like being there. I'm happy. I'm happy as shit when I'm happy.
Right.
I mean, I understand.
He cried during the Russian 5 movie, bro.
Because of the brain injury and what he did. And he stood up, and when he stood up and went on the ice to hold that Stanley Cup up, that was that's it, bro. You're the man, Konstantinov. I know how hard that was,
Yeah. No, I get it. I understand.
On a fucking plane, ball my eyes out, bro. Yeah, but that's the shit I live for, bro. If you don't, I'm an emotional guy, bro. If you don't like it, then I mean, okay, maybe I'm not your flavor.
Right. No, I totally understand that.
But if I see something that's gonna make me cry, you best believe they're coming.
Raw, pure emotion.
Yep.
Raw, pure emotion. That's what makes us some of the best people. That's what I love. That's what I tell people about me. Like, if you don't like me, we're not gonna click, man, because this is me. This is how I am. If when I say something, if I say that fucking sucks, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I said about the accident. Like, I've already died, bro. I don't got nothing to hide from nobody. I don't give a fuck what you know. And if it's not fucking helping my mental health, then fuck you. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna fuck with my mental health, then I'm just gonna go elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to argue no more. I don't even want to fucking nothing. I don't want to bitch about nothing. I'm just cool, bro. Yep. It's not for me.
Hey, welcome to the life of Josh.
Yeah,
that's how I live my life.
Yeah, and once it starts bothering me, I'm just okay. Drop it. It's not for me. If it's bothering me, so I'm not gonna fucking ruin myself.
Yeah, we have a saying. We have in my dojang. We have what's called a personal development creed, and there's 10 of them. And one of them says, surround yourself with positive, goal-oriented peers like yourself.
Okay.
So the minute you start surrounding yourself with negativity or people that are going to bring you down or make you mentally not right, that's when you have to get rid of them, right? Surround yourself with the positive people. Surround yourself with the people that are going to lift you up. Surround yourself with the people that are going to understand.
Yep. That's what's
going on.
Josh been preaching that to me the last couple of days. We've been talking about it, and like he's like, dude, if they're not on the same goal, like if they're not goal orientated, we don't need to fuck with them.
Nope.
Like there's no reason for you to get somebody that doesn't want to do shit.
Yep. Because we're trying to do something here, and the only thing that's going to do being around people that don't have their own goals is hold us back. We can't learn from those people.
Nope.
I still got friends that don't do anything, but
we don't talk to them that much.
All I focus on is fucking Brain Jerk and helping Brain Jerk. And hey, do you need help? I'm helping you, but we're helping each other, because I'm not going to help you if you're not helping yourself, period.
No,
And
that's the way to be right there.
You gotta show.
I'll give everybody a chance, but if you're not helping your fucking self, goodbye. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to carry you.
Right. When I started out, I had a co-host. I had one co-host for Rassin Rage. He was a good friend of mine. And there was some personal issues that went on, and him and I are no longer friends, and see you later, and I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to put him out there like that,
right.
But we no longer talk, and there was a lot of discrepancies and what have you, but it kind of goes into what you're saying. This is the way things go. Here's the goals. And in my mind, there's steps to get to each level, right? And if you're not helping me or at least encouraging me to get to those levels, then I don't want shit to do with you.
Yeah, 100%.
It's that simple. It's that simple, man. And I don't know how to explain it, but Rassin Rage, and I work 10 or 8 to 12 hours a day, come home and do kind of shit like this. You know what I'm saying? And do shows or whatever and come up with ideas. I have help with my co-host Danny and Josh sometimes, but mostly I'm the mind behind the thing, and it's really hard because not everybody sees the shit you see the same way you see it. Not everybody feels the same way about the shit you feel about. Like, not everybody feels the same about Brain Jerk. Not everybody feels the same way about Rassin Rage that I do. This is my fucking baby. I care about this motherfucker. I'm going to do anything to make this motherfucker successful.
Yep.
Right. 100%.
I'm doing whatever the fuck I can.
That's all we think about. And sometimes I'm sure our friends that we hang out with fucking get annoyed because that's all we talk about half the time.
Dude, I understand it too.
Can't help it.
And I can't help it because if I'm coming to talk to you, I'm talking directly about about Brain Jerk, because that's the only thing that's on my mind.
Well, and I know
I'm annoying you right now, but listen to what we did. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not only that, but our lives are so open. You talk, your life is open to the world. Everybody knows the trauma that you've gone through. Everybody sees this. So it's I feel like Brain Jerk and your separate life, there is no such thing.
There's no, this is it.
It's all one life.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. You can where the door is.
Yeah.
Well, another thing is now you've created a brand, right?
Yeah.
And you are, whether you like it or not, both of you are a representation of your brand, no matter what. Everywhere you go, everything you do represents your brand.
Yep.
100%.
I get it, man. I'm wearing my logos, dude. I understand you. I am Rassin Rage. I am MI Dub.
Yep.
Either you're with me or you're against me. Let's go.
That's kind of what I did. I put Brain Jerk on my eyebrow. I said, you know what? I'm fucking no way out. That's kind of what I gave myself the option. No way out, dude. You got a tattoo on your fucking eyebrow. Let's see where we can go.
Yeah, that's what I did with my black belt.
Oh, really? Hell yeah.
Tattooed as a black belt.
Hell yeah.
And then this here, that's our Dojang Dragon. I got that first. And that was like, okay, so you really have to do this now. And then when I got my black belt, I got it tattooed with my Don number and stuff.
Yep.
I remember right there.
You held yourself accountable.
Jess says, Brain Jerk has helped so many people that I've met. You guys are hilarious. Talk about amazing shit. Who wouldn't love Brain Jerk?
That was awesome.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate
that. Like, I don't know how we found each other. I know it was through social media.
Facebook.
Facebook, social media. And I think I really started paying attention when you guys had MM3 on. And, MM3 and I are buddies. We know each other. He's been on my show a couple times. I know his family. His dad's been on the show a few times. But when you were doing a live, I don't know, one of you were doing a live, and I think it was one of your smoke sessions you do. And I asked you, I said, man, how long have you guys been doing this? And you said, you gave me an answer, and it was really small. And I was like, wow.
3 months. 3 months. where I'm
Wow.
more right now.
Yeah, because you guys are. I'm not trying to, stroke your pole or anything like that, but the guys are really good. You really are doing a great job.
That means a lot.
You're welcome. And I wished that I could, because it took me a while to get to where I'm at. And I'm not saying I'm the most successful motherfucker in the world, but I've been working my ass off to get where I'm at, and to see the level that you guys are operating at right now, that's pretty fucking awesome, dude. Already, you guys got something going on, and you guys got a fan base that's coming behind you and supporting you. That's really awesome, dude. For real. I hats off to you.
I appreciate that.
It means the most coming from other people like that, because we put the work in, and we don't. I don't know. I barely, we see the numbers and shit like that. Okay, we're doing a little bit better than we were last week.
Every day is a little better.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then when somebody comes in, like, you guys are doing really good for 4 months, you do. Oh man, the work's paying off.
If we aren't already motivated, it's comments like that push us. Because my goal is to improve little by little every single day, no matter whether it's in the production value or the show content value or merchandise value or whatever we're fucking doing. I'm working on trying to improve that little by little every day, and I get that from myself. I try to improve myself little by little every single
absolutely. Yeah, and and I tell everybody, they what's can you give me some advice? And I want to start a podcast, and I'm not. There has been people that reached out to me, but whatever. But I'm not
putting Google and YouTube, bro.
Right. But but what the most thing that I tell somebody is jump in and do it.
Yep.
Do it.
The hardest thing to do is to muster up the courage to actually do it.
Do you know how weird it is hearing myself in a fucking mic, dude? Jesus, I fucking hate it. I hate having the headphones on.
But what you said is why I do the light it up every day, every single morning, and my goal is to get that every day for at least a year.
Right.
Right.
I always tell everybody you're gonna suck. You're gonna suck in the beginning.
Yep.
Just get used to it. Understand it.
Yep.
Get your feet wet.
Understand you're gonna suck, but use that to make yourself better.
Yep. You'll never know how
continue
to jump in the water.
Well, in the beginning, I told him, I was like, dude, you need to be listening to our own podcasts, just like a football player would game tape.
Yep.
And since he's started doing it, he's gotten better on the mic. He knows where he was fucking up before, interrupting too much or whatever he was doing. You know what I mean? And he's improved by watching game tape, for lack of a better word. And that's important. We always, after every show, we grade each other. How did you do? How did I do? How did we do? And we've only gotten an A once.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna steal that now.
Yep.
Yeah, first one's free.
Yep.
Oh, like you're the fucking crack dealer on the corner. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'll be that guy from what was that? Menace to Society, man. Come on, man. I got 2 cheeseburgers. I got 2 cheeseburgers.
Yeah, and I feel like Light It Up for us, that's where we talk to our fans. That's where our fan interaction is. That's the whole heart of that show. Because here, we'll bring up some comments here and there, but we don't really interact. This is the guests episode.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Light It Up, we get to actually interact with the fans and bullshit and make fun of them and tease them and have a laugh with them. And it's just you build these bonds, and that's my favorite part of everything that's happening. Building these bonds with the fans, building these bonds with you guys, the guests. Right. It's like we leave every episode with a new friend.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to think about it. I like that, man. I've made a few friends through this, and you guys are, 2 of those now. But that is one of the best things, is you get to meet so many people. Now I have a niche where you guys are like, you're talking to a whole bunch of people. My niche is independent wrestling. specifically in the state of Michigan. But I have made a pretty big name for myself, and I'm not trying to be cocky. Again, anybody from Michigan that's listening, I'm still pretty damn humble. But I made
Whip it out.
Right. I've made a pretty good name for myself, not because I've pushed myself on people, but because I work. I put in the work. And that's what you guys are doing. You're putting in the work, and people see that. And that's
also one of my main mottos is force feed. We force feed them, because the way I look at it is, if I know for a fact the first time a lot of these people see us, they're not gonna like us because T's saying vulgar shit. He's off the wall. But when you actually stick around and hear the whole story, when you give us a chance, it's like, okay, these dudes are super relatable. They're cool. They're funny. But biggest, T's the jackass. But I like to relate to how was your day? What are you doing? Let's see how you attack this. What made you follow your dreams? That's what this show's completely about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I wish. Right now for me it's hard coming up with content because I'm in such a niche.
And that's why I thought it was so important to not box us into any corners. We'll do anything.
Right.
We'll talk about anything. There is no off limits. There's nothing, Right.
But with that said, though, for me, it's made me have to think more. And in essence, it's been good for me because I've had to be creative and show people how creative we can be, and in doing these things that were, we did the Fan Choice Awards for the first time, which we're going to change that it's not going to be the Fan Choice Awards anymore. But we are going to do end of the year awards, but we're going to have people vote on it, promoters. So that way it's done that way. But, there's all these things, the Indie Idol. We no bullshit. We did a show of thumb wrestling.
That's actually sweet.
What's that?
That's actually sweet. Dude.
Please tell me there was a luchador.
There was.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was. So before anybody takes offense to this, one of my co-hosts is black, and he called there is a character in the state of Michigan, the Dirty Black Assassin, who is a masked wrestler. He only comes around every once in a while. He's from Detroit, Mexico, and he only comes around every so often. So you when you see him, you gotta see it, right? But anyways, Josh, my co-host, allegedly, right, because he doesn't say it's him, but his thumb becomes Dirty Black Josh. So it's a mask, Dirty Black Josh.
Speaking of Josh, I see he makes tons of ice cream. I've tuned into one of his lives, and he was telling everybody his inventory. It made my mouth water, and I was sad I lived so far away.
Oh my God, dude. This guy, I don't know if he's ever going to stop making flavors. I don't know. But yeah,
like 40 different flavors he was reading.
God, dude. He so it all started one day. He brought a flavor of ice cream into the dojang for me and Master Weir, who is weaponized Alec Weir's dad, who trained me, and he brings in, I don't know what flavor it was at that time. And I'm like, he's like, I brought this in for you to try it because you talked about you wanted to try it. So I try it and I go, dude, you need to fucking sell this. So he started selling it. And then he got the idea of creating ice cream flavors based upon independent wrestlers in the state of Michigan, which started with the Shogun ice cream. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone. If you aren't, look him up. He's fucking awesome. He just got signed to Impact Wrestling. But so he started with that one. And then I don't know how many fucking flavors we're at now. But
I saw one was at DBA.
Yep. Oh, dude, don't fucking do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
they did a challenge, right?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my fucking
Super
god,
spicy.
dude. It's just as hot going in as it is on the way out, bro. Oh my fucking god. Dude, he used like some ground hot. It was like freeze dried habanero peppers, or not habanero. What are the hottest ones?
Ghost peppers.
No, maybe it was habanero.
No, Carolina Reapers.
That's it, Carolina Reaper. So they were freeze dried, and then they were ground up,
Oh,
and then he put it in ice cream.
what?
Oh, dude, just thinking about it makes me want to.
Oh gosh, you're a dick.
I see he's also got some alcoholic ice creams.
Yeah, he's got the BRD, which is Billy Ray Daniels, which is made with Jack Daniels. And then I don't know what the other alcohol ones are, but he also
I think it was a Fireball one.
Yeah, but he has chocolate. He has chocolate, and then he has chocolate. Chocolate, yeah. And let me tell you right now, I can eat a whole. Well, I don't want to because I'll be fucking perma-fried. But you got to eat it in layers, dude. You got to eat it in layers because if you eat too much, you're fucking done for the day.
That's how I eat ice cream anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying yeah.
I eat ice cream and yogurt like that. You know, I'll get a big tub of yogurt and I'll just eat it in layers.
All right, yeah. Because you don't want to eat the whole tub because you'll be done for at least a day and a half. At least.
Chocolate.
Yeah, it's called chocolate. Yeah, it's not as cheap as the other ones are $3 a pint. The other one's a little more expensive.
Yeah. Understanding.
Yeah, it's got some content in it.
Oh man.
Yeah, good times. Yeah, but he's got the ice cream.
Put you.
Yeah, he's got the ice cream. He's a official sponsor of Rassin Rage and MIW. He's put a little money into the show, helped us get a capture card and a few other things for the show, and then but yeah, he does that, and then he's got a tournament going now where he's having people vote on all the ice cream. I'm not sure what he's going to do with that, but
he's got one named after his wife or girlfirend. I'm not what it is. His girlfriend. Yeah, he's got one named after her. That honestly, that one sounds the best.
Yeah,
I can't remember what the flavor was, but when I was listening to the flavors, that one sounded like it would be my favorite.
You know what's amazing about that? He can remember all of that.
Yep.
Like, he knows all that in his head. Like if he was to come try to sell you ice cream, he could give you the best sales pitch ever because he knows everything.
Yeah, because he did it.
Well, yeah, but he remembers like all of it. It's crazy. The Dread King's coffee is pretty amazing too.
All 43 recipes. Oh, that's the blackberry chime. That's
yeah.
No, wrestlers' names all the names are all the names are wrestlers' names. Well,
not all of them, most of them.
Yeah,
because you got Dread King's coffee. That was one. You got the Suplex Shogun. There's one after El Ridiculoso. There's one after Billy Ray Daniels. There's one after Aqua Bro Cyrus Satine. Man, I don't even know them all, dude. There's so many of them.
That's awesome. These wrestlers all have ice cream flavors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They dig it too. Trust me on that.
I want to taste all of you wrestlers.
You know what's fucked up though? Is most of them don't like their own flavor. Like they like it, but they don't eat it. They eat something else. Like Dread King likes the peanut butter one. I forget what it is.
That's the one I would like.
Yeah. And but he's got his own Dread King's coffee. And dude, yeah, it's like got actual like coffee beans in it. Fucking, it's crazy.
You don't need to drink a cup of coffee. You just take some scoops of ice cream.
Yeah, dude, you'd be jumping off the walls.
Dude, make coffee and then put ice cream in there as your creamer.
Yeah. There you go.
Coffee flavored ice cream.
Coffee flavored ice cream.
I'll tell you what though, that Suplex Shogun shit, dude, that's like crack, bro, for real. I am joking. I could sit there and eat the shit out of that.
There's a Superman one. What was the Superman one?
That's Aqua Bro.
Okay, yep.
That's Aquabro. Because Aquabro Cyrus Satine, he goes by Mark Ross now, but he had different color hair and it was all crazy. So that he made his version of Superman ice cream and called it Aquabro. It's good stuff. I like that one too.
I'm gonna need to make a trip and buy a bunch of that ice cream.
Right.
Cooler full of ice.
He just made one for this too. It's called Michigan Independent Watermelon.
Okay.
Ooh,
Watermelon flavored ice cream.
fucking sign me.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
Yeah, well, and I guess he was saying Josh was telling me that some company just came out with a watermelon limited edition watermelon edition, and he says now all of a sudden people at work and where he works and stuff is buying the shit out of his watermelon ice cream. So,
and that's such a great idea to just sell ice cream too. Who doesn't fucking like ice cream?
Right. I keep telling him he needs to get his LLC.
Yep, that's facts.
You know, and he's like, well, and I'm like, dude, get your LLC. You can write off all the shit you fucking buy to make the ice cream. Write off all the trips you take to sell your ice cream. You can fucking write off everything, bro. He's got like 2 deep freezers he's bought because he makes so much fucking ice cream.
None of it's under the LLC.
Yep.
Now, Rassin Rage is an LLC.
Okay.
So, but, you know, that's mine. That's my tax purposes, motherfucker.
All right.
You know, that's what I like having my LLC because then I write off all the gas I spend on going to wrestling shows.
Yeah, because it's for work.
Yep, I write off everything, dude. It's amazing. It's the smartest thing I ever did.
Yep.
Hey, we got a last question for you.
Okay.
One question before let's actually plug yourself in. Give us your plugs, and then we'll ask.
Okay. Let's see here. So you can find Rassin Rage itself on YouTube, r2youtube.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Rassin Rage. Oh, and R2 YouTube, that's the letter R, the number 2, youtube.com. Just so you know, that's a domain that I pay for, right? I pay for that domain, so it sends it over to that way. But anyways, and then let's see here. So we got at Rassin Rage. You can find MIDub, the page on Facebook at MIDUBB. And then you can find our group as well. You just search MIDub or Michigan Independent Weekly. We have, let me see, hold on. I'm thinking here. ProWrestlingTees.com/Rassin Rage. That's where you can buy a Rassin Rage t-shirt. You can also buy hats and other stuff from me if you just message me. And I got some cool hats made by Face Kicked Apparel. Cheap plug. But this, you know what's cool about this one? Look at that. Rassin Rage on the back, baby.
Yeah, I like that.
And I think that's it. You can also find us on Podbean. Just search Rassin Rage because I don't remember the address to that one.
Podbean. Okay, this is everybody in the world's gonna see this. So, you know, just hypothetically. Everybody in the world's gonna see this. It's the last thing you get to say to the entire world.
What's the last thing you're gonna say to the world?
Fuck off.
That's it for real.
Boom.
Fuck off. I'm done.
That was short and sweet. We had some guy in here that said less talking less talking, tighter pants.
Yeah, that was Crimson.
Oh, nice. I like that. That's amazing. Yeah, most likely fuck off. Be my last words.
Yeah, fuck off.
That works.
That works. That's it for episode 50, man. This is a good episode, man. Thank you for coming in, bro. I'm looking forward to talking to you in the future, brother. I'm glad you came in. Yeah, no, for sure, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for having me on. I feel very humbled that you guys thought I was cool enough to come on your show. But definitely keep up the good work, man. I really enjoy what you guys are doing. All right, thank you so much, bro. It was nice meeting you. Brought to you by